Welcome to our first chapter of ProColombia Time to Talk 2021. My name is Juan Esteban Sanchez. I am ProColombia's Director for India and MENA region. In this episode, we have two special guests that will walk us through Colombia's trade relation with Egypt and Saudi Arabia. I am glad to introduce Ana Milena Muñoz de Gaviria, Colombian ambassador to Egypt, and former First Lady of Colombia, and Flavia Santoro, President of ProColombia. Flavia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Juan Esteban, for this introduction, and I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the Colombian ambassador to Egypt and former First Lady of Colombia, Ana Milena Muñoz de Gaviria, who has been a great ally of ProColombia's promotional activities in this region. And of course, to all the businessmen and entrepreneurs who are joining us virtually in this new episode of ProColombia Time to Talk. At ProColombia, we strive to promote our country as a leading destination for foreign direct investment, tourism, and as a world-class provider of non-mining exports. When it comes to international trade, our government has designed a strategy to increase exports and fill international showcases with Colombian goods and services. To accomplish that goal, we seek to facilitate the use of current trade agreements to reach strategic and new markets. And this also includes a strategy Conectados that has successfully paid off as we have joined forces with Colombian embassies to inform investors worldwide about the premier investment opportunities and high-quality goods and services available in the country. In the case of Egypt and Saudi Arabia, Colombia enjoys solid foundations to leverage the business opportunities offered by both countries. Ambassador Ana Milena, as we know, the embassy is in charge of all the promotion activities, not only in Egypt, but also in Saudi Arabia, Chad, Libya, Palestine, Sudan, among others. What are the highlights of the joint work between the embassy and ProColombia in the North Central Africa region, as well as the Western Asian region?
Okay, thank you so much. Let me thank you, the President of ProColombia, Flavia Santoro, and all your team for all this, for your work and what you have done for Pro of Colombia. I have to say that. And thank you for this initiative of Conectados, Connect to Colombia. And thank you to have the opportunity to talk about the region, Egypt and Saudi Arabia. As you said, I represent other countries, but really I only have present a credential to two of these countries. So mainly we have been focused into those countries, the relationships and the activities with them. This is a part of the world that I have a lot of opportunities, and I think for long we haven't think enough about this part of the world, North Africa and Middle East. Now we are more aware. I think the technology and the globalization allows you to know more, to have a great opportunity, to know about the great opportunities that we have in this part of the countries. Of course, I know, and I will begin, that we have some barriers and constraints. Let me talk first about the cultural barriers. So we speak a different language, we are in a different region, we have a different religion, culture, we have different traditions, different way of thinking. And usually people is afraid of what is this part of the world. To understand is not easy. And to establish relationships is very important. But I think this is our job, the job of diplomacy. We have to put together the two sides and how to get to know each other, how to give confidence and trust between each other. So my job has been done with different tools that diplomacy gives me through cultural activities. So we have been doing music and art and dance and activities in coffee, writing literature. For example, we plan to donate books of all Colombian writers in the libraries. So what we are planning is to have Colombia in the scope. This is our main thing. So we can generate more trust and more confidence in our country. Usually what we have is the view of the social media, the view of the movies, that is the violent side of the country. And we have to show that we are different, that we are a different country, that we have a good people, we have working people is very good, and we have a wonderful nature, a beautiful landscape, and our diversity is great. So as I say, this is part of our job. Tourism has been another tool, but it has been first very low between the two countries, and now with COVID, of course, the issue is it has been down. But as we have to think in the long run, as we have been working in connectivity, and we know that is important, and we agree in a meeting with the Minister of Civil Aviation to do first an air service agreement that we are working on, and the second thing is to study a possible flight to Colombia from Egypt Air. So it would be great if we are able to have this. So we are working on that. In the political side, it's important, and we really need to have more high-level visits, just to show interest in the country. So they will see that the government of Colombia and the country has interest in the region. And again, trust and confidence. So this is important. The potential of the economic relation is big. Egypt has a population of 100 million. They have been growing over 5.6 in 2019. And even in this year with the COVID, it was 2.3. So it was positive. And they are expecting it to grow again by 5 next year. The trade is quite important. In 2018, the imports were $83.9 billion, and the export were 35.2. The main partner has been China and the European Union. In the region, the only country that has been really getting to the trade, that they have almost the same amount as Germany and Spain and France, is Brazil. There has 2.7% of the total imports. They import basically meat, cereals, sugar, and tobacco. This is one of the main things. So the agriculture and agri-industry have a great opportunity, as Egypt does not produce enough food. And so they have to import most of the food. Vegetable product is 9.4 billion, and animal products are 2.3 billion, and food stuff is 2.5. As we can see as a potential, we can do more. But we have some constraints to compete. Mercosur, the European Union, and the Arab countries have free trade agreement. So it's difficult to compete for us. The tax and duty customs of products like flowers, palm oil, industry products, in general are too high and sometimes beyond to 80%. So until now, and with the support of ProColombia, the strategy has been to promote and to increase the trade in agricultural products where we can compete, like livestock, frozen meat, coffee. We are promoting now new products like banana, sugar products, and avocado. So we have to really do a strategy in how to reduce the duty customs so we can compete. Let me just to mention Saudi Arabia has a great potential as they are trying to industrialize and to reach a food security program. So until now, this is what I want to say right now.
Thank you, Ambassador. And mentioning our achievements in that in last couple of years show that our efforts in terms of increasing non-mining exports to these markets have been successful. Let me name just a few of our achievements. In 2019, non-mining exports to Egypt reached $13.4 million, 75.1% more than in 2018. And between January and November of 2020, they sum up a total of $41.1 million, 240% more than in the same period of 2019. Also, we are moving forward in terms of diplomacy for phytosanitary protocols with the required authorities. For Saudi Arabia, the numbers are also encouraging. In 2019, non-mining exports registered a total of $16.3 million, 13% more than in 2018. And between January and November of the last year, there was an increase of 44% of these exports, which represented $22.3 million. As a matter of fact, a year ago, Colombian bovine meat was admitted in the Saudi market as a result of our joint efforts with the embassy regarding diplomacy for phytosanitary protocols. For 2021, we plan to continue strengthening our trade efforts and opening new possibilities for Colombian companies in these promising markets. So having said that, Ambassador Munoz, what you think is the strategy that you are going to develop to go even further in the goal of increasing Colombian exports in 2021?
Okay, yes, probably I mentioned, I think we have to, just to make it briefly, we have to position Colombia as an agricultural and industrial country for Egypt and Saudi Arabia, supporting especially what is related with food security. I think this is very important. I think we have a lot of opportunities in that area, and we are working on that. But we have also, in that sense, we need that the private sector in Colombia and the companies respond more actively and more quickly. As I said, and that's why I mentioned at the beginning, we work in the trust, in the confidence between the two. But we need more because the markets are already taken. Yes, so we are opening and we are telling people trust in us trust in the quality of our products. We are good also, diversify your offer, and we can do more in the agricultural business. So we have to increase. We have done a good job, but it's not enough. For us, it's not enough. As you can see, Brazil has 2.4 billion. So we still need to do more, but we are working on that. I think the second thing that is very important for us is to have a framework for trade. So this is two things. First will be the study of, we are beginning, now the minister and you were present in this meeting with the Minister of Trade in Colombia. He gave us the okay to go into a partial scope agreement. So I think it's between Colombia and Egypt, and this is very important. So, but this has to go also with a business council and to begin commercial visits between the two countries. Because, as I say, you have to generate, we are so far away, and we have to generate trust. This is not the first time that Colombia has been doing this in different cultures. So we need to look at it, because we have been in Japan, we are open Korea, in some way they have been open Emirates, so we can do in this part of the region. So the third thing is we have to improve the logistic conditions between the two countries. Sometimes the people doesn't know in how to deal with the boats and the transportation, so we have to work on that. And I think we have to position Colombia as an investment a destination for Egyptian exporters seeking to strengthen the commercial operation towards other centers of consumption in Latin America. I think, okay, so what we are doing, even the director for the region, Dr. Juan Esteban, has been very helpful, for example, visiting all the coffee. First, we are trying to increase what we have, and then to put new products. And then if we have the agreement, we will begin going into other products, industrial products, transformers, electrical transformers. There is also gelatin, tobacco, medicines. So we have to work on that. So, and at the same time, we are working, as I said, in logistics, aviation, and maritime things. And this is what we have to do. We have been doing visits in the past. We have a visit with the Chamber of Commerce of Alexandria. So we have the meeting with all of them. We have been doing meetings with the different associations in Colombia. So like at the Chamber of Commerce or the Andy. So we have to put more Egypt and Colombia in this scope. About Saudi Arabia, I think there is an important potential. There's a strategy of food security. I think we can work in meat. We are doing well in meat, and we are doing well. We have the certification. It's important to say about the meat in Egypt that we got the certification for all the slaughterhouses. So now they are able to import more freely. And we are working also in MOU for the certification done by Colombia. So, and in Saudi Arabia, as I say, the food security is important. So we have been convincing them to do investment in Colombia. So it's a strategy that we are working to invest probably in banana, or to invest in sugar, or to invest in meat again. So they can do joint ventures and to work there. There's also a potential that we are working with the defense industry. They have a lot of interest in Egypt as in Saudi Arabia. So, and I think it's important also the internationalization of the private sector of Colombia. So there is an invitation. I have been working in sugar to have a company of Colombian with a joint venture with the Arabs, with the Saudi Arabians. So we have a few perspectives of what we can do. But as I say, if I am allowed to say, we need that the Colombian will be more adventure, if it's the word, to come to this part of the world. There is an opportunity. There's many examples of how successful other countries has been. They have been working for a long time, but as I say, we in the region, Brazil, have been done a wonderful job, and they are positioned all over the Saudi Arabia, and in meat and chicken and cereals and fruits. So we are able to do the same, but we need to be quickly and active. So we are working with the ProColombia. We are working in all the issues that we found and all the barriers and constraints that we have. I think just to finish, the trade agreement, the partial trade agreement is very important for us if we want to open new markets for other products beside agriculture and food. Finally, thank you so much, Flavia, for this opportunity to talk to Colombia, to Colombia, and to Conectados. And Juan Esteban, And thank you for all your support always. We are ready in the embassy to do all our work, to support everyone, to visit the companies, to do everything that is in our hands. So we are more than ready. There is a potential, and we are waiting for you here in Egypt and Saudi Arabia. We are
Thank you,
planning.
Ambassador. Thank you, and I completely agree. And I really would like to highlight that Colombia is a welcoming and a unique country that offers high-quality goods and services. We are a success story, and we want Egypt and Saudi Arabia to be part of it. We are very confident that our joint effort through the strategy Conectados will support us to reach this goal. We aim to secure a productive and profitable partnership between Egyptian, Saudi, and Colombian businessmen, as you were mentioning, and entrepreneurs. So ProColombia is ready to continue working with the Colombian embassy, the Egyptian and the Saudi authorities, and the private sector to make the best of this year that have just begun. Now, I would like to get back to Juan Esteban Sanchez, our director for India and the MENA region. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, Flavia and Ambassador Munoz, thank you for being part of this episode. As you just saw, ProColombia and the embassy will continue working together to make sure that your business with Colombia becomes successful and profitable. We hope you find this talk useful for strengthening of trade relations with Colombia. Thank you, stay safe, and see you soon.